Hey everyone, it's LS, and this is the KT Rolster versus SKTelecom Game 4 series that just took place this week. Joined today by NA Academy player Kaizen, and as in with the previous VOD reviews, I'm not going to be analyzing the pick ban because of the eye surgery and me being gone for a few weeks due to that. And then also please keep in mind during these VOD reviews that I can't see the entire screen that well, so there might be some things that I end up missing. But without that, let's start talking about stuff. So the one thing that we will talk about right now is the team compositions. Last team composition and the team comps throughout the series, SKTelecom has had weird jungle lane dynamics that have put a lot of pressure onto Blank. And one of the things that we've seen in this series when Score came on is Blank is getting eviscerated early game, and then the risky things that SKT was trying to do, like not taking teleport on Swain, which requires his jungler to be ahead, in order for him to get away with it, ends up becoming a super, super big handicap, and they just fall super, super far behind. KT aren't looking like they're playing out of their mind. They still seem like, at least to me, that they're still making the mid-game macro errors and late-game macro errors that have plagued them for like a year or so. And so I'm wondering why that is exactly going on. SKT definitely looks like a shadow of their former self, and they're just falling apart. Even in situations in games where what's happening should mean that they're in a better spot, they end up not being in a good spot. It's just really weird. And in terms of this team composition, like the drafts for SKT have been really weird outside of game 1. That's just always been the case tonight. So now here in the game 4, which is match point, or they need to win this one to go to game 5. They have Poppy, Kha'Zix, Zir, Ezreal, and Rakan. And the enemy team has Gragas in the jungle, Swain, Xayah, Shen, and Camille. So I haven't seen Poppy in a really long time. I had theorized that she might come back and actually be okay again. That was a while ago, but I haven't seen her since, and obviously I've been gone because of the eye. But outside of that, I don't know what Kha'Zix is supposed to do. The only thing I can see here is that Kha'Zix should have potency up in top lane if Smeb shoves in, and then Thal can actually close the gap and knock Camille up as long as Smeb is like in the middle of the lane, literally in front of Thal's turret. Then maybe Blank can get a kill, like blasting cone over and get a kill onto Smeb that way. Other than that, I don't see how you kill Swain in mid. I think if you ever get matched or counter ganked by Score on Gragas, you just lose in all of these lanes. So I don't know what the plan is here. They obviously have a lot of poke available to them. They have the Poppy, which will scale. But it looks like SKTelecom are really going to be on like a 2 to 4 item is really the end of it. This is their only hope to win the game. And this is assuming even footing. So that's what I'm expecting to see happen. Now, if you're Score and you know that you're playing against the Kha'Zix, you've been feeling really good in all the series, you've been decimating them in the jungle, you could go for early pressure just to know exactly where he's starting and what he's doing, and then just read him throughout the game and put him behind.
I don't know how Swain Zir is, but if Gragas just marks Kha'Zix, then eventually Camille will inverse Poppy.
Yeah.
Eventually. But it'll take a long time. But Poppy is strong into Camille because it's easy to set up ganks.
Yeah. Kha'Zix is starting red, and then it looks like he's going into Wraiths. And we'll see what he ends up doing after that. The problem is that it really depends on what's happening top lane right now that dictates whether or not Blank does Wolves or if he goes right into blue. And this is looking like he can go right into blue. Because if he does blue here, there's potential to go top, because this is always going to be the case when we just saw the lane like 5 seconds ago or so. And this is the timing where Smeb would either have to play around a gank or get a ward. But because of the minion HP, if he plays around a gank, then these minions will die, and then Smeb can't come up and get them, and then
if he kills those 3 minions, it's dangerous. He can go for a ward now.
He can go for a ward right now.
After he kills these
I don't like what Thal's doing. Thal shouldn't be this far back. Like, if Thal takes damage right here, in exchange for making sure these minions live, and Smeb commits to staying here just a little bit longer, this is good for Blank. Because then Smeb's playing a guessing game against the river.
Right. But even if the Poppy walks up and you're Smeb, you think the Kha'Zix is there, because there's no other reason.
Yes.
Right. But that's just
and now he gets a ward for free. And Blank goes to Like this is really gross. It's really, really poor.
Yeah,
Play.
I'll just let him get the word. He can see.
Yeah, and blank went to Scuttle Crab. So what is blank doing and what is Thal doing and where's the communication?
Yeah, they like marked themselves.
Yes.
It's hard to make a gank now because of how they played. Not even because of how Smed played. Smed just played normal.
Love what Score's doing. This is what blank should have done in that Jarvan game.
Right.
See that red's there and be like, okay, sure.
Because now
Now Kha'Zix is in an awkward spot. What is Score doing now? He doesn't have to start red. He just used Smite? Yeah.
I mean, this is like role reversal, right? You see the difference.
Yep.
Because now Kha'Zix is the aggressive jungler.
Yep.
You see what happens if he doesn't get the kill off right away.
Yep.
Right.
I like that Zaya's underneath the turret. They rotate Mata up for pressure relief. And look at what it does. Yukal even has teleport.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, if his jungler wasn't under pressure, he wouldn't need it. But his jungler is under pressure. And now having that teleport is great.
But this is like the good scenario for SKT, right? Swain can TP because his jungler's under pressure, but the jungler also plays the situation correctly, right?
Right.
So he doesn't lose out as much.
Wow. Ooh.
Wow.
That's a big pickup, though. What is going on here? Oh, wait, what? He missed?
Oh. Oh, what? That misses? Oh.
Wait, what was that big boom? Is that Swain's thing?
Swain's W.
Okay, I don't know that skin. But why did he angle it like that? That's really weird. That's not something that you would expect to see. Go now.
Okay, yeah. He okay. I guess he's just slow. Yeah, it looks a little awkward.
Deft ends up going down. I mean, these are really good things for SKT.
Whoa, Dal TP mid. Okay.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Why did Thal...
Yeah. I guess because he had top wave push, so he pushes mid and then goes top, catches the wave.
That's not worth it. Like, let Blank get all this.
Because this will crash, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe the argument is that Blank doesn't feel comfortable shoving it in by himself, but Yukal doesn't have teleport. Score has 94 mana.
Yeah,
there's no way.
You don't kill him. And I mean, if the wave...
And Score has flash. There's no way.
So if Blink kills the 3 melee minions there, will the wave then bounce back? Because they crash it all the way, but do you need to crash that wave to tower for it to bounce back?
Yeah.
Or will tower just kill like the first 2 and then...
I mean, it'll come back at this point regardless. Okay. But now it's shoving into Faker. So I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, if you don't... I don't think you need Poppy TP.
Yeah, you don't need it. Just a waste of a teleport.
Well... How did that happen?
What?
Oh. It's one of these games.
Was...
+1.
Okay. I wonder if that's something that KT notices, by the way. Because you have to hit tab and see it to notice. Yeah.
They didn't ping.
Yeah, they didn't ping. Getting the golems. What?
Wow.
I mean, he avoided the gank, but that was just really, really weird. Like, why is he going...
Why does he run down?
Why does he run down? Who's he running to?
Oh, whoa, okay. That's... Whoa.
Is he trying to fake that Kha'Zix is here? And then it's
but
like...
he doesn't have vision.
Yeah, and then it's like, psych check test. Like, that's not Kha'Zix.
Maybe he thinks Gragas is Kha'Zix.
That's a big boy. That's a thick tick. Alright.
This one's
All right.
a wacky game.
SKT gonna manage to get Infernal after all this. I don't understand how that's allowed to happen. Wait, JSOC? Yeah. Oh, this game's weird. Cloud Drake's next dragon that's coming up. Obviously, I think KT should be the one that would want that. Helps Gragas engages, helps with Camille. Oh, man.
Do you know if the CS difference in mid is just the matchup?
Well, yeah, Azir. Azir does have pressure. But it's not entirely just the matchup. Because you consider what happened.
Oh, the wave.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, these are the match gank spots that we talked about, you know?
Yeah.
That looks like it should be a dream, but then Gragas is here.
Right.
Really, really, really unfortunate. Do they get him? Oh, they get him, but then Poppy dies, so it's like, is it really worth it? Because now, what ends up happening, right? You have Camille in mid. You had Shen in mid. Honestly, I think that you can just have everyone stay and bring Shen mid and get mid turret. I think that's fine, because Zaya's not going to die in bottom. It's not possible. Like, you look at Wolf HP, just bring Shen mid right now, and just have all three of them just shove down the turret. That's completely fine.
Does Wolf come ult?
Because Blank can't get this wave.
Right.
And then Score's already ahead. Right.
Right.
So, if Blank stays for this, and he doesn't have ultimate, he can actually die to Shen and Camille and Gragas.
Yeah.
So, he's forced to concede this, lots of turret damage. After he concedes it, then Camille... Ooh. What did I just do?
You alt-tabbed?
Okay. Oh no, I closed the tab. Okay. After this, Camille can just go top and catch the reset wave. And then also she can get information on Kha'Zix's left side jungle, which is really, really valuable.
Yeah, what happened there is really big for Camille too.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's pretty hard for Poppy to do what she wants. Probably not going to have to push on Camille. Maybe now because it's on fire, but when Camille completes Triforce, it's really bad.
Moby boots for Kha'Zix too. That's kind of weird. I don't think that he's able to make use of it at all.
Did he buy those early or just now?
Just in general, I think it's weird though.
Right.
He just bought them.
Yeah. So.
Even yeah.
Do you do that to extend like the stealth?
I think that's just. I mean, you can do it for the stealth mechanic inside of the brushes, but I don't think that's what you need to be thinking when you have this team comp.
Right.
anytime
Yeah, it's
he
okay.
ever gets met with a match or counter gank,
Right,
it's
this is-
always going this way. That's a nice skin. Maybe Mobius is fine, and I'm just tunneling too hard. I don't know. Like, I mean, the comp has a pretty specific purpose, and realistically, they shouldn't be needing Kha'Zix's brush play in order to win this game. Also, who on that team can you really go into the brush and hurt?
Yeah.
Not Camille, not Gragas, not Swain.
Yeah.
Even if it's Xayah,
Xayah's
you
still-
have to one-shot her, or Shen casts Sol, and then...
Yeah.
So really, what's the reasoning behind the Moby boots? Okay. You pick up Cloud. Next Dragon's Ocean. It's the worst RNG Drake for both teams. Although a little bit better for SKT. Oh,
Whoa,
round
whoa,
two.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Round two.
He's dancing again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scorer gonna be able to pick up this Herald. Looks like Bang almost tried to steal it. Losing that Herald is actually really, really big because the mid-tier 1 turret by Azir is really important. Oh.
Nice.
Whoa.
Oh,
Score still got it right. Oh. That's
So-
unfortunate.
If you're level 9 Kha'Zix to level 11 Gragas.
He smites Gragas trying to kill him. But he knows that he's invis. So why doesn't he just steal the red?
Okay. Yeah.
You're dealing, like, in theory, right? Let's say that Gragas has smite there. You're like, I'm really curious what the number would be. Like, maybe it is more with the red smite, but maybe the heal from red, like if Gragas has smite, is greater than the damage red deals. Also considering the red buff, if you get it. Also, if you smite and kill it first, then he's isolated.
I mean, I think you should smite the buff because if you smite him and you don't kill him, then you lose out.
Yes, you
But
lose
if
out
you
massively.
get the buff and then you have the chance to kill him.
Yeah, it's
like,
still a
you
win.
You win. But the way it ended up, it's like level 9 to level 11. Gragas is level 11.
Yeah.
It's like
This is a nightmare.
that's really bad.
Also, I don't know what build Kha'Zix is going for. Maybe he's going to do Duskblade, but I think that's a really poor choice given KT's team composition. So, looks like they called in teleport from UCal here. And, like, these are ganks that they could have looked for way earlier.
Yeah.
Way, way, way earlier. Once upon a time. Now they're just losing so much value. Looks like they can kill Smeb. Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
This guy's nasty. Holy shit. This is so good. This is played so well.
He goes back in. Told him I'm not done with you yet.
Oh, I think he could have lived if he microed his character a little better at the end. See how he...
Oh, yeah. Or at least, at the very worst, taken Thal with him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if he microed better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Thal has option to flash
Oh,
for an angle.
Yeah.
But still, that's worth.
You get a smash.
You get his flash, and then he dies.
He built it really well.
Yeah.
Stalled so much tempo.
That was so
Yeah,
good.
I think he got more.
Yeah,
And then he
SKT.
even get tired.
Yeah. And KT got turret in bottom lane. Baron's coming up in a minute 50. Everything's looking pretty good for KT right now. It's like, even when SKTelecom do stuff, it doesn't look like it's really planned in advance. It looks very on the fly.
Triforce finish.
The problem for SKTelecom is that the kills and like where the gold is right now on their team is not where they want it to be. They want the gold inside of Azir and Ezreal because the 2 through 4 items, that's their opportunity to win the game. Now they're gonna lose mid tier 1 to the Herald. Poppy's down in bottom. That was cute. Ocean coming up. KT aren't really doing anything, but I think that's honestly fine right now. Just wait a little bit longer. Like, let Swain... Okay, so Swain just completed an item. You can let Camille complete another item. Yes, it's, you know, going into the fact that Azir and Ezreal get to their items as well, but... I mean, Azir and Ezreal are both at 2 items right now, and they're not doing anything with it. So, the game's in a little bit of a lull state. And Deft ended up saving the red. I don't like the fact that Kha'Zix is going lethality. I don't know what that's going to accomplish. You have an HP and armor item on Swain. You have a Shen in the game. You have Gragas who's going to go tank. You have Ninja Tabby on multiple targets. What?
You won't kill anyone.
You won't kill anyone. Just go Black Cleaver and try to give Poppy and Ezreal more damage.
Yeah. Just use your W.
Yeah. He should just be using W in synergy with Azir and Ezreal poke. Like, that's how they should win the game. Look at how this team fight unfolds. So there's a Baron.
Oh.
Why is SKT here right now? Realistically. Right? There's a wave in top that could have been pushed.
They could just be waiting.
They could just be waiting.
Poppy has push and she's moving.
Yes.
It's just slow. Yeah. They do the same thing that happened last game.
Yeah, this is the same thing.
Right. When Ornn is moving and you just wait, it's
Yes.
like this. You just wait for the Poppy to move. If you fight, it's the Poppy wants you to just wait so that she will have numbers. Or that she will get Camille TP. Right? And then you have TP advantage.
KT is getting a lot of nice advantages right now. The Infernal Drake is obviously super big for SKT, though. That can't be ignored as the game goes longer. I wonder if it's going to be Duskblade or Yumu's for blank. Probably Duskblade. Take another look at the team fight. Shenel came out onto Gragas. Yeah. I mean, this whole fight is just a disaster. It's really, really hard for Azir and Ezreal to do anything. I mean, okay.
Oh.
Well, that's something.
Okay.
So,
Wait, Zaya had...
Zaya has ult and Deft has flash. Or Zaya has
Awesome.
flash? Yeah, both.
Okay.
Well. And now it's going to be Baron, I assume, for SKT. I mean, it's not a free Baron, but...
This is
No, they need it. What?
Looks... Whoa.
They need something to happen here.
How does Mana get in?
How does that happen?
Oh, look at Mana's stand.
He just...
He just walks in. Oh, fucking Shen sneaking in there. Okay.
Okay. I mean, if that is the weirdest posturing in the world. I don't know why they don't kite right instead of left, by the way. Because it makes Camille back up and Shen back up, and then they can just get out and defuse the situation.
When you're like this, when you're 5 and they're split, you're just supposed to go on one side.
Yeah, exactly. But go right.
Okay.
Go down.
Go to the Shen.
Yeah, go to the Shen, not into the Gragas and
Right.
the Swain.
Yeah, they sort of do nothing here.
Yeah, because as long if they go mid, they can at least eat this wave, and then this wave gets shoved by KT into them, and then they can send someone bottom to pick up the wave, and it's like,
going
okay.
right is a lot better.
Yeah.
If you go left, even if like it's good, it's not as good.
Yeah.
You don't have a wave to get.
My eyes are starting to hurt. No.
Couldn't KT do Baron?
What do you mean?
They had Poppy dead, and I think Azir had the recall.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, can they do it?
Score doesn't have smite. I mean, maybe that's all that he's worried about. Depth's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't do
No, they don't need to. They don't need to. There's no reason to risk it Just eat the waves, get mid tier 1. This is really, really big turret because this is
Yeah.
entirely a part of the turtle.
Right, it opens it up.
Yeah.
Now you can get deeper vision.
Denies the phalanx that can occur.
Yeah.
Kha'Zix still doesn't have his item. Isn't it only 700, the recipe?
Yeah,
700, right?
For either of the items.
Yeah.
For Duskblade. Mm-hmm.
Okay, he finally has Duskblade. Camille's going down into bottom. I mean, they have an option to just wait for Azir and Ezreal to hit 3 items and then try to force something. Like, they should be working off themselves now at this point. You hit 3 items, you actively look to poke force something off KT. Can't let the game go longer than 4 items. Okay, so it looks like SKT have to do something here. KT trying to lure them in. Smep has a pretty good angle. Wait, what? Oh, Poppy doesn't even have TP.
Oh, for like 15?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And this,
all right.
he gets caught, so they start Baron.
Yeah.
That's actually
Camille's
really
push.
good. And Camille's just running, yeah.
Yeah, so they say like Poppy
Yeah.
TP's in 20. Because it's
Yeah.
the same timer.
So if Poppy TPs, Camille TPs back to the turret and kills it with Baron.
Okay.
So that's a nice ring around the rosy.
Yeah.
This is great. If they get Baron, KT doesn't have to fight anymore. If they can bait a fight and then Poppy TPs, which she won't anymore, right? But in theory, if she TP'd, Camille can just TP back.
Score flash there? Oh, wow.
Oh, blank. Looks like he's living.
Oh.
Faker doing what he can. Kha'Zix goes down. Oh, Talia. And they fight back a little bit. The problem is now is that Smeb's going to get priority in mid lane. They're going to get Cloud Drake. Probably going to get red away from SKT. Yeah, they're going to get red.
Okay.
That's really, really rough. Smeb's almost... Oh, no. I thought he was almost 18. He just hit 17.
Yeah, Poppy can't hold Smeb.
Yeah.
It's so hard. If you put them in 1v1 and then like you do 1-3-1 or you do like 4-0-1, it's so hard.
KT kills Cloud, forces Elder.
Yeah.
And this isn't a spot where you can certainly say, like, yeah, we win even without Elder. If it was, then obviously you advise don't eat the dragon.
Mm-hmm. That tier 2 is going to be gone. Maybe even the tier 3. It's so hard for Poppy to hold. I don't think she can. Even like in heavy.
She can't hold anymore.
Yeah. So they just stalemate bot and then they will wait until...
I like the Sterax too.
Okay.
Yep. Nice. And this is actually sort of like... Remember we were talking about the game where you can do like 2-man stuff?
Mm-hmm.
This is basically a 2-man thing with Camille.
Yeah. I mean, this is like the same as Camille.
Yes, anytime you have a Camille with a diveable, like, tanky jungler, or even an assassin jungler, if Camille's tanky enough, or, like, you have the Shen, you can always do 3-0-2 plays. Always. Because one man alone can't hold it. And in 2-0-3 versus 2-0-3 with Baron, it's always going to be advantageous for the Baron team.
Yeah, especially if, like,
yes.
Push naturally.
Yes, lanes do pitch naturally.
Yeah.
3-0-2 is always going to be a good play there. And now, like, KT does not need to fight here. Why they were just so far up is beyond me. Look at this. Ping them back.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Ping your team back.
Ping them back.
Ping your solo queue teammates back.
No. Oh, man. Look. Like,
Right.
there was no reason to fight.
Whoa.
I mean, okay, they're still getting value, but still.
I think Smeb... Oh, no, they don't get
No. Wait. It's Rakan and Ezreal. coming. No, just get it, even if one of you die.
Who will die? Maybe Shen?
Yeah, I'm thinking Shen, because he taunts to provide enough time to get it. Like, let one person die, and then what does SKT do?
They don't have any.
They can't do anything. Yeah, they don't have ult. They don't have like even with teleport, where do you can't go anywhere. There's no neutral objective. There's no Drake, no Baron. There's no reason to be getting Vision right now. It's not like Drake or Baron's in a minute.
Yeah.
There's nothing to go to. Sacrifice one of your members and get the inhibitor. You have the ability to do that, especially with Shen. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You get the inhibits. Game over. It's so hard to win from 2 inhibs.
Yeah.
Really
especially against this team composition. And you have one Nexus turret missing?
Yep.
Because now that is guaranteed that Azir's on janitor duty. Mm-hmm. And he's an integral part to resisting the sieges.
Right, so they can't hold mid if
they can't hold mid without Azir.
Because Poppy can't clear quickly, Ezreal can't really clear that quickly, so Azir can do it, but then they will lose mid.
I think Camille's even tanky enough that she can just loom on the outskirts and threaten Azir while he's trying to clear underneath the turret. Assuming that KT coordinate it properly.
Unless there's a fight right away, you'll see Camille walk into the base and then slowly hit the inhib and then pressure mid and then slowly get mid.
What are they doing?
Unless they fight right away and then this happens.
Like why?
Because you want it to just go slow. Camille.
You just want it. Yeah, you win. Yeah. You just have to fall and gravity will take over. Yeah. You ever watch WWE?
Some I don't know.
They're going for like a jump off the top rope. And you don't need to. You can just actually pin the guy.
You just choke him out.
I don't even know what's going on. And then something goes wrong. You know, the rope gives out. Yeah. Scripted.
You trip.
Yeah, you trip. Alright. Teleport in behind. Oh! That was cute. They kill Faker. Wolf go. Okay, that's it, right? That's the end of the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not how they should win the game, though. But
that's not how they should win.
Yeah.
So, like, my big issue with this is that KT continues to show mid and late game issues with what should be like obvious macro decisions. I think, anyway. But they like to win more. They do that too often. They try to win more too often. In the past, when I think that the teams were more even, it would cost them games. Mm-hmm. They would lose games they never should have been able to lose. And they're not losing these games, but it still doesn't make it okay. Right. And then SKT, I don't even know what to say.
A more competent team.
Yeah.
It would look like really, really bad mistakes.
Yes. And I mean, every team's going to make mistakes, but it's like, what kind of mistakes? Like that one just at the end where Smeb just got caught when you can just wait for the side lanes to come in. Right. Doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. I mean, so it's good that KT won. SKT do not look like they belong. I'm glad that KT won this series because SKT, if they like hero win a series or something, it doesn't look like they're actually in a position to be called, the champions of spring or something. So, I don't know. But, we'll see what SKTelecom does in summer. There's still obviously a chance that they will make Worlds. I'm just curious what off-season roster moves they're going to try to make, because I think they have to do something big. They can't keep doing this.
I mean, every year they do something big, right?
It's so weird. The fact that, like, the jungle position has been such a liability almost every single year except for Season 3. Right. That's when Bengi was competent.
Yeah, Bengi was playing really well.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. So, that's it for game number 4.